We are Mike and Debbie Kelly. We are easing into retirement, one RV adventure at a time. We are meandering around the country willy-nilly style, and by that I mean in our F-250 truck we call Willie, and our Sports Trek travel trailer we call Nilly. We find adventures in some pretty cool places.
And see what beers they have on tap.
We are proud parents and grandparents. You can follow us on YouTube on Kelly's Outdoor Adventures.
Here we are in front of Perry's Monument. That's more than we want.
Follow us on our adventures as we learn the ins and outs of RV camping. We visited some pretty epic places around the country, and we've made a few mistakes along the way.
Houston, we have a problem. It's pretty cool when you get up here.
Oh my gosh, what a novel idea!
So this was our anniversary weekend, and we decided to go back to the Rocky Fork Ranch. We learned a little bit of a lesson when using the GPS, that when it doesn't take you a particular way, there's usually a reason. And we just kept ignoring it because we thought we'd been there a dozen times and knew the right way. But ended up getting a pretty big detour because of some construction and bridge out. But the drive was fine, so it was nothing hurt, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We just had to pull the truck and the trailer down some little iffy roads, but we got there. It was nice. If you call it a tradition or just a habit, but we stop at the McKenna's Farm Market pretty much every single time we go to the Rocky Fork Ranch. It's about a 20 to 30 minutes away from our end point, and they have some awesome sub sandwiches and just a really nice market. You can get sandwiches, you can get wine, you can get, just some specialty things. It's just a good place that we stop, and we go there both on the way when we're on our way there to eat, and usually when we pack up to head home, we stop there on the way home. So shout out to McKenna's. We made it to the Rocky Fork Ranch. We went to the check-in, and we wanted to do some filming because they had a rodeo going on, but these Amish horses pulling kayaks and canoes kind of caught our attention, and before we knew it, the rodeo was over, so we didn't get a lot of filming done there. We got in, we got checked in, we got set up, had a nice location. It was a little tight, shoved back up in the trees a little bit further than we like to be. I stepped over the edge and kind of got a couple good scratches on my leg, sliding down when I went to hook up the water. We got the water and the electric hooked up, got our campsite all set up. And because it was our anniversary weekend getaway, we headed to our favorite spot, Ravens Glen Winery. Made a little happy anniversary recording to my wife, but I didn't have the microphone turned up loud enough to pick up any of it.
Thank you. Thank you. So we only talked a little at first.
Morning, we decided to get up and we were going to go to Zoar and New Philadelphia, Ohio. We'd heard about some bike paths up along another area of the Erie Canal towpath, and thought we'd go check them out. So we pulled out to do some exploring.
destination.
Canal Lands Park.
Construction of the Ohio and Erie Canal began in Cleveland and ran south to Portsmouth. The construction began in 1825.
It doesn't say you are here or anything.
I don't see it. I can't find it.
Entire trail, northern half, southern half. So we must be in the middle. That looks cool. Well, I don't know what that is. And it looks like a bridge here and a bridge here and a bridge here. It looks like a plan. Well, the Zoar Bridge is that way. Which is the more picturesque way?
We don't know, we're not from here.
Yeah.
Oh.
This way. Was it good? It was nice. Okay.
But I'm sure no matter which way you go, it's going to be nice.
Probably, yeah. All right, thanks. We're going to do the Zoar Bridge, but some of the bridges on the pictures, they have steps up to the bridges.
And it shouldn't have too much of an incline because we're going to follow water, right? Water should be fairly flat. So that's the Erie Canal on the left, and that's, I'm guessing, the Tuscarawas River on the right.
Finding these towpath trails as an undeniable gem here in Northeast Ohio. You can kind of picture along the trail between 1827 and 1913, mules and horses would pull the boats and the passengers along the Erie Canal. It's like we're coming up to what they call the Old Zoar Bridge. Also known as the Zoar Iron Bridge, the Old Zoar Bridge was built in 1883 by the Wrought Iron Bridge Company in Canton, Ohio. Sometime before 1976, County Road 82 was built and bypassed the bridge, shifting the vehicle traffic away from the bridge, and it was preserved for part of this walking and biking trail. The bridge is a traditional pin-connected Pratt through the truss with 3 spans and built up by compression members. Instead of having a separate connecting spans, the bridge has one continuous span over several piers. And the part of the path that we took, I think we saw locks 10, 9, 8, and 7. Stretched out over a few miles, but it was a great ride. It was 100% in the shade, so even on a good hot summer day, this would be a nice, enjoyable bike ride. And I think we decided that if we, or when we get our electric bikes, we're going to bring them back here because this is just a beautiful ride.
So this is the towpath bridge. In the distance is the covered bridge, which was replaced in 1884 by the present iron bridge, restored in 2003. Note the horses on the towpath, which pulled the boat by the rope. Lock 10. The separatists of Zoar, a German communal group, encouraged the state of Ohio to build its canal through their land. The entire community worked to dig the ditch. The women even hauled dirt in baskets carried on their heads. As a result, Zoar paid off its debt and could now get its crops to market, improving the area economy. The canal was abandoned after the devastating flood of 1913. In the 1920s, the state of Ohio created an unsuccessful fish hatchery using the locked chambers. Hi. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Oh. Come on, let's go.
I am definitely seeing electric bikes in our very near future. I think it was at this point where we turned around and started heading back.
Well, I think we rode probably 2 miles up and then 2 miles back. This is probably one of the better bike paths, if not the best, that we've been on. All shaded, or for the most part all shaded, with the Tuscarora River on one side and remnants of the Erie Canal on the other. We're going to turn here. Is this, oh, this is where we came in. Oh, I thought we hadn't gone far enough.
We'll definitely come back and do this again. And maybe with the electric bikes, we can go the entire like 5 or 6 miles that this portion of the path has. So we're going to break this video up into part 1 and part 2. Next week, we're going to make it into the town of Zoar. We're going to make it over to the Fort Laurens Museum and just check out some little history in the area. And we're also going to make it over to New Philadelphia, Ohio, and the Schoenbach Museum, which is some pretty significant history as well. But until then, we'll see you next time.
I'm not so sure you and I could make it living in these. A church.
No, this says church, but the church is still a working church of the Moravian faith and was the first church.
Hey, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, we'll see you later. Cheers.